Yo, what is good with y'all, man? What's popping? What's popping? What is good? Welcome to another show. Can you hear me?
All right, now I can hear you.
There we go. Wow, I was mute that whole time, man. What's good with you? How you feeling, bro?
Shit, feeling good.
I feel that, bro. You ready for these topics tonight, man?
Let's get into it.
Let's get it, bro. So the first topic today, man, it's one of those hot topics, bro. With this whole Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark situation, bro. I'm just gonna play it and I'm gonna let y'all give y'all thoughts on it because it's like a three-parter. So we're gonna play the clip of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the whole foul situation, and then we're gonna give our rebuttal. Then we're gonna dive into the RG3 and Ryan Clark situation. All
right, bet.
Let's get it, bro.
It zips it to Bonner, spinning. Wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Rebecca Allen, too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away. We know there are always increased.
Well, hold on. Let me ask the question first before they show the replay again, fam. Do you think that was a hard foul?
Nah, hell no.
Okay, I thought it was just me. I thought
the matchups between Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
Well, tension's high a moment ago after a hard foul from Caitlin Clark on Angel Reese that Angel took exception to. So initially, Angel.
First of all, they ain't talking about that push she just did on number 6. They ain't talking about that.
Pushes Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark points out that she applies a hard foul on Reese. Reese gets up right away to get in the face of Clark. Aaliyah Boston ends up getting between them. You'll see on this angle, the initial part seems okay from Clark, but then there's a shove at the end that I think should be upgraded to a flagrant one because that seemed like unnecessary contact from Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you. And she goes in. There is a little bit extra there from Caitlin Clark in terms of the foul. It's definitely a hard foul. It's not a foul that's pushing somebody in a position to get in.
Nah, fam. I ain't with nah. No, that was not a hard. I personally don't think it was a hard foul at all. I think she, of course, you don't want her to get an easy bucket, of course. So you're gonna give a little oomph to it. But other than that, fam, nah. And plus, Angel Reese flopped on top of it, so it made it seem like it was worse than what it actually was.
Yeah, I mean, in street ball, it's light hacking.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
You missed the whole ball and you was all up in my abdomen, but that ain't no hard foul. Like that whole falling out LeBron flop shit. That was unnecessary.
No, I agree. Nah, I definitely agree. Chat, what y'all think, bro? Do y'all think that was a hard foul?
Injured? But yes, I think it should be upgraded to a.
But here's the bigger question, though. Do you think it's a true rivalry between them two? Do you think that it's a whole thing about Angel Reese not liking Caitlin Clark?
Yes and no. I mean, it's sports, so as a competitor, naturally you don't like your ops on the court.
Fair. Yep.
And then they came up together. If most of the spotlight is on somebody, I mean, everybody busts their ass to get what it is. Obviously, if you make it to a league, you in the top percentile of your game. But if she feels like she was busting her ass the whole time to get there, then everything's about Caitlin. I could kind of see where she could probably be frustrated or whatever and have a little bit of animosity going one way. But then the way that she goes about it be making her look bad because half her stat sheet is her.
Yeah, I agree.
When you getting the most rebounds, well, you missing the most buckets. So it ain't like you actually out there cleaning up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
you out there bricklaying and building the house. You catching your own bricks and putting the mortar on them. Like, so I don't know.
No, I agree. I agree 1000%. And so to piggyback off of this video, another video has surfaced with Ryan Clark and RG3. And of course, you know how our people get, bro. Everything got to be black and white. For some reason, they got to resort back to the black woman, the white woman. They always got to. It can't just be basketball. It's always something. And every time a black man try to hold another black person accountable, there's always Captain Save-All somewhere. Always. And Ryan Clark is that guy. So I'm gonna play that video. I'm gonna play that video next. And then right after that, I'll play the RG3 situation. And then we'll just just go into it.
At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn your closet into a place of endless expression. With the quality, styles, and prices you love.
Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video.
Man, another exciting year. The WNBA started, and even with the Liberty being the champion and A'ja Wilson being the MVP, all the talk is about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Yeah, it started off with a bang, man. And I think in any business, you need an amazing storyline. And I believe we have one. Last year, it was the rookies. It was Caitlin. It was Angel Reese. This year, the start of this season, we're back at it, right? Yeah. And if I didn't know any better, I would have thought they were trying to promo a fight, right? Because it was just a simple take foul. It was a foul. It was harmless. And I think Angel just got up in frustration at the point that they were down by so much right there in the third quarter. And she got up and she wanted to get a little aggressive. But I believe at the end of the day, we need that in the WNBA. I think that'll draw fans in. But yeah, Angel, you got to take that one, baby. Like, it wasn't even necessary. I think it was a little bit too dramatic. Thanks. I believe Caitlin handled it like a pro in her press conference. But it's good to see the aggression, the passion from Angel. But yeah, man, welcome to the WNBA. It's back.
I mean, I love the fact that the WNBA has this exciting rivalry. And we've talked about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for so long. I hate the fact that they're always pinned against one another. RG3 called what Angel Reese did hate. He said you could see the hate on her face for Caitlin Clark. I'm not really sure when we moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, and now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story. Right. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what Black women have to endure in this country, about what young Black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have.
Hold up. Don't Ryan Clark got a baby mama that's white?
I don't know what these people be doing, man. I just know once you play sports, I feel like, you know, a white one come with the package.
Like at this point, like what are we talking about right now, fam? I don't understand it. Okay, maybe he misspoke in regards to that. Hey, maybe he didn't, but I'm pretty sure there are some players, because I know back in the 80s in the Jordan time, there was a lot of players. They like, look, I can't stand this motherfucker, bro. I can't. Every time I play him, I hate him. Isaiah Thomas with Michael Jordan, they couldn't stand Jordan. They hated him. So why is that? Why does it have to be a black and white situation? Why can't it just be, look, that's part of the sport. You know, they've been going at it since college, LSU versus Iowa, and now they're bringing it to the WNBA because that's what everybody's been talking about anyway. We want entertainment. That's what's going to bring the fans. That's what's going to bring the money. That's what's going to bring the profits. That's what's going to bring the more brand deals. So why are we talking about somebody's wife and who the fuck they're dating? That ain't got shit to do with this.
I mean, most especially if they not on the court. Like, why should I talk at home about what the next shorty's doing outside?
Exactly.
I mean, the league, for what it was worth, I guess, was boring, according to people. I mean, I've gone to a couple games out here because my little cousin, she used to play when she was in high school and stuff until she got injured and stopped. So we'd always go to WNBA games and stuff. I mean, the games was cool when you in the building. I mean, the building half empty and it's, you know, lesbian dyke parade, but outside of that, the game itself was cool. And like a lot of the other like male athletes from the city, they always, you know, pulled up to support the women. So it was another way too. If you wanted to talk to one of your favorite players, he might be in the building if he's local to the establishment, you know, to the city.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
And I mean, at the end of the day, that's the thing. A lot of the girls weren't as aggressive as the dudes. Like, we was just talking about Jordan. Back in that era, you know, you wanted to see the Bulls play. You want to see, you know, is Dennis Rodman going to punch the parking lot attendant today? You know, is the janitor going to get it? Like, everybody could get it. It made you want to watch outside of just points and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, you supposed to get a little tussle here and there. I ain't saying turn it into a whole NHL hockey game and straight leave blood on the court, but hey, it's supposed to be a little bit of friction. The controversy makes it a little more interesting.
True, yeah, because we don't want it to be a Ron Artest with the Pacers situation. We don't want that. No, I get it though, and again, that brings more excitement to the game, and also what they have done too is they've gotten better with their marketing in regards to the WNBA. They've gotten better with adding that excitement, bringing that hype to the game. It's like, oh well, shit, I want to go to a game because at one point, me as a former hooper myself, I'm like, man, I'm not trying to watch that shit. But now that they're putting the hype to it, they're putting the marketing behind it, they're actually putting the dollars behind it, and the shit making me like, you know what? I probably need to go check out one of these games. Now, who am I going to check out first? Just being honest. When Caitlin Clark comes down here, that's when I'm gonna go. Just being honest. And then and Sabrina, I think the only people I truly, and I'm being 100% honest, the only chicks I really want to see hoop is Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, and Sabrina Ionescu. They're the only ones I truly want to see in person to actually get and ball out. That's it.
But
everybody else, if I catch on to somebody else while I'm watching them, like, all right, bet. Well, I found somebody else that I can keep track of and watch. But nah, I definitely don't think that what Ryan Clark is doing, he's always trying to turn into a white versus black thing. And that's not what this is about. He definitely crossed the line.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, what does talking to your old lady at home have to do with what's going on in the streets? you could talk to her all day. The world ain't gonna know that you talk to her. So
Right.
in that comment alone, you don't know what that man is talking about in his house.
Right. It's like how do you know that he's not having that conversation or that they have not had the conversation? Because I think when now go ahead.
Well, I mean, if you look back at, like, let's say for instance, the good old ethnic march in the street scam, Black Lives Matter, it was wild white people outside. Like, or let's say damn, what was it that they was looting? I know they looted a Target. I think it was after George Floyd or something. They was looting a Target, and I zoomed in on the picture. It's like, yeah, you got one dude at like a QT stealing some damn orange soda. I'm like, all right.
Everything you gonna steal is what you stealing?
Got us looking bad. Got us on some Keenan and Kel. But then I zoomed in, and it was this lady in a wheelchair stealing shit, trying to stab people with a knife. And it was this other little skinny nerdy dude, like, shit, y'all in here, let me go ahead and get these expensive ass Legos.
In a wheelchair, bro?
Shorty was in a wheelchair, by the wheelchair ramp with a knife. I was like, yo, for real? Then, let the media tell it, oh, black people are over here looting and destroying the city. I'm like, okay. When we do it, at least we outraged. I mean, is it a good way to channel energy? Nah, I'm sure there's better ways. Right. But when we do it, it's like, okay, people feel like they at wit's end. They want to make a statement. It's the 18th, the food stamps burnt out. Paycheck ain't coming till the 23rd. So let's go ahead and run up in here and get some stuff for the free ski while we take a stand, I guess.
Let me take advantage of this situation right quick. And I'm going to look at this like a blessing other than a situation of me stealing.
Yeah, but then on the other side of the street, a team win the World Series. Boom, now it's 5 cop cars on the roof, sirens blaring.
Have those conversations to educate you on.
Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, when they loot and riot, they, I guess, celebrating positivity for the most part. When we do it, it's viewed as negative, but, I mean, people don't take the right measures as to trying to get positive eyes on the movements that they want to get backed. Yeah. So, I mean, I can see where it can get spun negatively, but we're not the only ones exclusive to it. I remember, what was it, during COVID when they did all that looting, when the whole, what was that dude that drove down and was about to get hit with the skateboard and lit them dudes up?
I remember. What was it?
I remember they was running through the malls and stuff, and the Paul brothers was in the mall recording the stuff.
That's crazy, bro. What was it? Kyle Rittenhouse, Mark? It was Kyle Rittenhouse.
He was one of those down at the rioting when those cats came after me and he killed 2 of them, right?
Yeah, I think he shot 3, 2 ain't make it.
Yeah.
He was trying to run away, and he slipped and fell, and I seen Buddy up the skateboard.
Hey man, I got so much to say about that shit, man. That dude Rittenhouse, I mean, he was smart, bro. I mean, that's all I gotta say. He knew he can go out there and knew motherfuckers was fucking shit up, and then no one's gonna even question him when he go out and start shooting people. Obviously, if you got a fucking gun, I mean, someone's probably gonna try to stop you because they probably don't want you to kill nobody, So I don't know, man. I think if he got what he wanted, he went down to kill people and he got off of that shit for free.
Well, they were white people that he killed, though.
What's that?
Yeah, but
there were white people that he killed.
No. I'm not saying it was a race thing. I'm just saying he went down there to kill people and he got what he wanted. I don't think it was a race thing. I think he just went out there to fucking kill people.
Because I think what I heard why he was actually down there is because he was out there protecting some of those local businesses. That's what he was down there for.
Yeah, but he didn't know nobody that actually was there. He didn't know him.
So what you think about this? What you think about this Angel Reese situation, Marcus? Do you think it's a white and black thing, or do you think it's just strictly sports and that they should just? Do you think it's a white and black thing, or do you just think it's just a thing of sports with the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark?
About you mean like why she when Peyton went after Angel, or like that foul? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was. I definitely don't think it's a black or white thing. Not, I mean, at least not with her. It's not. I don't think it's a black or white thing. I think Reese is gonna, like, I'm just telling you, I think she's gonna go with it. I don't think she's like, racist or anything. She's looking at it like, like black or white. But I mean, let's just kick it real, man. Like, a lot of our people, like, hey, they jump on that race train, and that's gonna get her, like, that's who's gonna be on her side. So whatever the narrative is, bro, if it goes towards her, then that's where it's gonna go.
No, I agree.
So the narrative is that it's because she's black, and that's what's gonna get her wherever she needs to be. Then she's gonna go with it.
I agree. So I'm gonna keep playing this situation with Brian Clark, and he's talking about it right now. Then after that, I'm gonna jump over to RG3 because he gonna clap back at Ryan Clark.
What they're feeling, what black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese, and the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady, when I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media, like skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I've had a conversation with her. Right. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what black women deal with a lot from black men who have chose to date or marry outside of their race. They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with over black women by denigrating black women. I feel like an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel Reese can be great in her own right, as Caitlin Clark is as well. Caitlin Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past, black women that have come before her, and now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. And I think this is what I like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racist, he'll be no less black than me.
At T.
I can't hear you.
Why can't he just have a difference of an opinion? That's my thing. I'm not understanding it. Why is it that he just can't have a difference of an opinion and it just be what it is? Regardless if he got a white wife, regardless of what he talked about in the locker room, with all that extra bullshit that he's talking about, that's neither here nor there. Talk about the situation on the court, what's going on the court. Yeah, can they play off of that? The fact that they're, it's a black white thing. Yeah, sure, they can play off of it, but that's not the point. It's either, hey, is this a friction thing going on here? Is this something that we can look at in WNBA history? Hey, this was a rival for, in the making. This is a rival that, has been going on for many years, and could it just be that? But got to turn it into race. And this is where the shit gets fucked up for me.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know what I mean. I didn't listen to what he said, but I don't know what's up with Brian Clark, man. Like lately, bro, he's been on that fucking black woman fucking pride shit for like a minute now. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I don't know, man. I know a whole bunch of dudes who aren't married to black girls, and motherfuckers don't talk like that. They don't be going nowhere bashing black women and shit like that. Like it never even comes up. Like, to be honest with you, like, cause who you gonna tell? Other white people? Like, that shit don't fucking make no sense. Like, I mean, I like, if I'm fucking around and you talking about like a locker room situation, I'm fucking around with my boys. Yeah, I might some shit that's funny. Like, and we just joke around. I'm like, yeah, man, I bet your girl beat the shit out of you. My white girl don't do that. Like, I mean, just fucking around. If you gonna say some shit, but like, it ain't like nothing serious. It ain't like legit. Like, motherfuckers hate people and shit. Like, I just don't get what that whole narrative.
But that's the thing. Like, everybody can get these jokes. So, yeah, everybody gonna play off stereotypes when you kicking it. If you kicking it with the boys, you at the bar or whatever, and you know, hell, a group of girls could walk in. It could be 8 girls, 4 white, 4 black, and they all probably together as a large group.
Yep.
And depending on dress code or whatever, you might look at one and be like, okay, she fake bougie, she ratchet. That white girl want to be black.
Yeah.
And that's in your mind, she want to be black.
Yeah.
Yep.
For all we know, she's adopted into a black family and grew up and don't know no different.
Yeah.
So at the same time, it's like, yeah, you can say what you want to say, but if you don't know a full background, it's all goofy at day's end. Like,
yep.
Are people still getting lynched and stuff? Yes, there's niche markets where people are getting lynched. Racism still exists to an extent. Yeah, but the person that call you the N-word in line at Target is not a threat.
No, at all. They just trying to get the rise out of here. I'm just gonna be like, hey, shit. I said, just know, white people got niggas too. So hey, everybody can get it. So it ain't just me. Like, nigga, I know some it's some white people that are niggas too. When I say nigga shit, that's inclusive to white people, black people, Hispanic people. That's everybody. You doing nigga shit. When I say ratchet, that's not exclusive to black people. That's to everybody who's doing ratchet shit. Like, bro,
just like social media, you got TikTok, for instance. Every once in a while, you get lost in the algorithm, and it might take you down a certain subsection of just, an arena.
Mm-hmm.
You get lost in some New Orleans, Louisiana TikTok. You over here watching some fire-ass gumbo get made from scratch.
Yeah.
You hear somebody talking or whatever, and they flip the camera around, and you see Bertha like, hold on. Why do you talk like this, Miss Man?
Like, damn. Like, yo, to the black.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
The whole time you was listening, you thought it was Shaquisha them.
Yeah.
The camera flip around, you see Bertha. I'm like, hold on, what's going on?
Whoa, shit. A honey boo back there. Fucking make some fucking biscuits.
That's a fact, Shayla. Ratchet is what ratchet does. That's a fact. It is. No matter who it is. If you ratchet, regardless.
It definitely ain't got no color to it, man. You could be white, black, Indian, whatever. You could be whatever color it is and be ratchet. But yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, for me, like, I've never experienced this much, like, right now, where everyone's calling out racism shit. Like, I mean, in my whole life. I mean, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, we never even, like, it's never been brought up as much as it's been brought up right now. Like, it's actual thing. Like, I know still shit happens, but the only way that I'm gonna feel affected if someone can do something to me and nothing happens to them. Now that's when you fucking, that for me would feel like racism shit. Like, yo, a motherfucker come and take my shit and the cops come and say, yeah, all right, man, whatever. Fucking bounce out. Then now we got a problem. And we already know that shit ain't gonna never happen. So, like, I've never seen so many people offended and so, like, affected by racism, especially these light-skinned cats, man. Most of them, shit. It's like
light-skinned cats.
If anybody went to school with some light-skinned cats, man, they the only ones that get treated right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how them motherfuckers be the ones that's the most oppressed. You feel me? I don't know, man. It's just crazy, bro.
In our eyes, they get treated right because, I mean, let them tell it, especially the ones who their mix is one black parent, one white parent.
Yeah.
They say that their reality is they don't get love from either side.
Yep.
Man, that's some shit, man. That's
because I've heard before, like, oh yeah, if I go with my mom's family, they talking about my hair nappy and this and that and the third. But if I go over here, they say, why you keep speaking in the Ebonics?
Yeah. Why you act like you better than us?
But they play the game.
Because like, when I went to school, if you had when I went to school, I didn't go. There was not one white person that went to school with, but you got some cats that are like high yellow, and them motherfuckers get, you know, our people used to fuck with them the most, cause tell them like, you know, like you look like you white and shit like that. You know, just fucking with them. Like, I think that's a lot of times where they get that shit from, because you know what I mean. I think that's why they so like Malcolm X shit. Like you know,
when they
gotta prove that they black.
Light bright, like bro, yeah, you light bright, halfway white.
Yeah. The motherfucker's like, I gotta prove that I'm black. That's how they get blackly black. I'm like, man, you ain't gotta do that, bro. You're all right.
No, that's true. That's true. But now let me now I'm gonna go into this RG3. He responds to Ryan Clark in this situation. So he gonna give his point of view.
Wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits. And Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. So if you don't know, I gave a sports opinion stating that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And I based it purely off of her actions on the court and in press conferences. It wasn't just because of the hard flagrant foul in their opening game. I gave 5 examples that showcased Angel Reese's dislike for Caitlin Clark, because that's what I do.
At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn your closet into a place of endless expression with the quality, styles, and prices you love. Max what makes you, you.
My job is to analyze sports, but I always make sure that I stay inside of the arena. I think this has to be said because a lot of what Ryan Clark said was so racially based, it was uncomfortable. Just because Angel Reese is a black woman doesn't mean that a black man or a black woman who happens to be an analyst can't give their opinion on her game. Just because Angel Reese is a black woman doesn't mean that a black man or a black woman cannot critique her game. To be quite frank, a black man or a black woman can critique anybody's game just the same as a white man or a white woman can critique anybody's game. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, regardless of the color of skin that somebody is. And if you don't like that opinion, that's fine. But it shouldn't resort to personal attacks. I just believe we got to be better in this space, man. Debate the game. That's fine. Debate the game. But don't play with people's families. Don't bring my wife and my kids and my family and my home into something because you're trying to prove a point. Because if you need to cross that line and attack the person, then you've already lost. You've already lost whatever it is that you think that you're trying to win. Ryan Clark said, I don't understand the struggles of black women because my wife is white. That is so wrong, way out of bounds. He suggested that I don't value my own wife, the one that I'm building a family with, the one that I protect, the one that I love and cherish, but that I only value her because her skin is white. That is so wrong and way out of bounds. Ryan Clark implied that he, a man that has never sat down at our dinner table, he implied that he knows my wife and values my wife and knows my marriage better than I know my own marriage. That is so wrong and way out of bounds. He claimed that I'm not having conversations in my own home about the struggles that black women have faced in this country because my wife is white. That's so wrong and way out of bounds, man.
Yeah, so he kind of going in circles now, saying the same thing over and over. But yeah, so yeah, I 100% agree with RG3, and this isn't the first time Ryan Clark has tried to cape for black women. I get it. You know, I get sometimes you feel as if you need to protect black women, but I'm gonna be quite frank. A lot of times these black women ain't even protecting black men, but that's neither here nor there. And I'm not even gonna get into that conversation. But in this aspect right here, Ryan Clark is definitely out of pocket. He's definitely wrong. He definitely crossed the line, and he need to take a step back. And I mean, stand on it, but I'm pretty sure that there's an apology that's warranted. So
is he? But is he going? You think Ryan's gonna do it though? I don't think Ryan's gonna do it.
He'll probably bring him on. He'll probably bring him on the pivot, and they'll have the conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna feel that he was right in what he said, because no one's gonna call him out on it. So, like, I mean, he'll get what RG3 just said, but that's pretty much it. Like, definitely no black people gonna call him out on it. Like,
no, of course.
I don't know. I won't get y'all opinion about this shit. So why like what is the big deal? Like, if someone's black and they talk about someone that's doing something negative that's black, why is that such a bad thing? Why are you like an Uncle Tom then? Like, I mean, because the way I look at it, I can only tell you how I feel. Only reason I say some shit because I really give a fuck, because I care about like my people. I don't like my people looking stupid. Like, I know we're better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give two shits what other racist people, what other races are doing. I don't care. It doesn't affect me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that like that, even though if you do say something that you're on the side of like trying to shame someone that shouldn't be shamed. Typically, if you're saying something, they probably did something, you know? So I just don't understand like why we can't say anything about anyone that's our color without getting called like names.
Well, you want to take that one?
I think there's like a herd mentality to that, and you know, people want to protect the herd.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's like, you know, don't chastise anyone in public. Let's do it behind the camera. So in public, if you criticize somebody that looks like you, grew up in your similar situations, whatever, it's deemed like, oh, you're trying to, you know, make a fool out of them. Why are you doing this in front of everybody when you know? I mean, granted, you just said you don't care about, you know, other races in regards to keeping ours in control. Other people are like, oh, well, you just making a clown show for other races when you go back and forth in front of each other. Now, for me, I don't give a damn. If you see me doing something that's wrong, I'm already making myself look stupid. So please do call me out. The sooner you call me out, the faster I can correct it.
Yeah.
But everybody doesn't see things like that for some weird reason. And then for it to be a black person criticizing another black person on their job, and we're saying, hey, you know, you did your job half decent, but quit dropping the parts in the facility. We seen you you out here being butterfingers, whatever.
Hey, you're fucking up.
Nobody cares if the white supervisor's around or not. We trying to help you.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time, nobody cares about the next person's people that's at home. They're not on the court. I can see if you were saying, oh, hey, do you have these conversations with your girl and his girl is like a coach for the team, or, you know, she on the bench waiting to get put in the game for 5 minutes. But you're not. You at home making biscuits from scratch and, I don't know, crocheting or something. So why should she get brought up when she's not the one that picked up a ball and played the game? She's just there to take care of the family. Just like he said, his protection goes for the people that he nominates himself to have around him.
Yeah.
If somebody's getting beat up in the middle of a parking lot, it's not my job to go over there and mediate it. Now, we all done left high school a long time ago, so you know, might want to see what's to it. So you might run over there just to stretch the shoulders a little bit, but it's not my obligation.
Right.
That's what them people is for.
Yeah. Yeah. Let them jump in and get it.
But we also have a toxic relationship with them, so I get if you don't want to call them people.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, but
yeah,
at the end of the day, I shouldn't have to put my life on the line for NPCs.
That's a fact.
If I'm playing Grand Theft Auto on story mode,
bro,
to go get a little top behind the building, ain't got nothing to do with the story. That's optional.
Exactly.
Like I told Courtney, man, I'll snitch on a motherfucker in a minute, bro. Like I ain't going down for nobody's shit, man. You better not tell me nothing, bro. If they can get me in trouble, because I'm the first one in this area.
Just don't put me in a compromising position.
Don't put me in no situation that can get me fucked up. Because believe me, I will say some shit.
As men, until you get some responsibilities, and there is a crash out element to you.
Mm-hmm.
In your 20s, before you had them kids, shit.
Yeah.
I wish anybody would.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah, you ready to throw hands at any point. Like you ain't got nobody that you got to worry about getting back home to. He's like, hey, shit, what's good with it, big dog? Like, what's good? Like, what's good?
Great.
Hey, once you get the family
right
and
now,
shit,
I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just do it.
But once you start reeling it in, you know, you get a girl, you get a family, you get this, you get that, then you start like, all right, well, I can't pay these bills from jail. I can't be a bad role model, whatever. You start reeling it in. So, hey, if Sharkeisha over there hitting people, you gonna do what you saw in the video. Hey, don't hit her. I'm not jumping in the middle of that.
You leave her alone, man.
You a quick two-piece.
Saying that bit from across the street. Hey, yo!
You had enough, man.
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell you to stop once. I might pull out the camera in your world star after that.
I'm like, bro, I see what he did to her. He ain't gonna do that shit to me. I'm cool, man.
That nigga he might be on his last straw. So you never know what he's going through. He probably
like, damn, what the fuck you say to him?
3 months, and now he probably like, man, I'm getting sick of this bitch, man. I'm about to bust a head over. So I don't know the situation. So I'm not finna put myself in that situation when I don't know what's going on. Cause now if I jump in, she might end up getting on his team and they both start whooping my ass. It's like, so nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay over here, bro.
Yeah. Now you want to block beating out and they cuddling watching damn Game of Thrones.
Right.
You how we beat that motherfucker up.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
No, dog.
Like you remember that corny ass nigga over there trying to stop us from arguing? Like, see, here we go. Now I'm in the hospital.
In the comments at the highlight reel, like, yeah, we stomped him out.
They laid up, and I'm in the hospital with a brace on my arm and shit. Just in the man, some bullshit right here, bro. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good on that, man.
They can have all of that. You understand me? All of it. Hold up. Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. So let's get to this other topic, bro. Mr. the Diddler.
Ooh,
in this case that's been going on, boy. It's been some shit that's been going on in this situation here, boy. You hear me?
Bro.
A lot of shit is coming out. So before I play the video, I gotta ask the question. Do y'all think Diddy gonna get out?
All right, let's do it. Do I think he gonna get out, or do I think he should get out?
Let's use both. Let's say both.
I don't think he's gonna get out, but I think he should get out.
Okay.
I can't call it.
I think the only thing he did wrong was being a freaky motherfucker. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I think he did wrong, man. Like we've had this conversation before, bro. It ain't no amounts of money gonna make me do some shit I don't want to do. So I'm just not a I don't sympathize with people who play that you made me do it type shit. Like I just it's not my cup of tea, bro. Unless you underage or something like that, then I get that. That's different. But you're a grown person. Man. You talking about a rich motherfucker too? Like if you in the hood or something and you ain't got no job and then you got to do some shit, then maybe a little bit, but this motherfucker is rich. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different. And then I don't know. Yeah.
Well, see,
I be waiting for that motherfucker to get some money.
So, like, we got R. Kelly, for instance. He got off 2-3 times back in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he was like in the news. I mean, he was like he did like back like what like Ike used to do. Like Ike used to be like, yeah, like I beat the shit out of it, like on the news. He wasn't hiding that shit at all, bro. Like, damn, yeah. Kelly was married to Aaliyah, and I mean, come on, man. Like, bro, yeah.
But then the climate didn't change because look at it. He got off 2-3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they still picked him up on the exact same thing. But now he in there.
Yeah, he in there. He in there.
Yeah.
He should have learned at that first, second time.
Right now.
But I think what hurt him is that the fact that he was dealing with some underage chicks though. I think that's what fucked him up.
I mean, but in the entertainment industry, we gonna pretend like they all ain't.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna say that now. I ain't gonna say that at all because I know for sure. I ain't gonna be naive about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Kelly thought he was too powerful.
I mean, by all, I really just mean like probably 60 to 80%. I don't mean 100%, but
facts.
Yeah, Kelly, he thought he was untouchable. He's like on that Kanye shit. Like he's like, I'm untouchable. You can't fuck with me until that shit happens. And reality gonna wake your ass up. It's almost like that shit you see. When you ever see them videos where them girls be talking shit and that fucking cop hit her with that fucking with that stun gun, she fucking wake up. Hey, yes sir. Fucking too late now, player. You gone. It's done.
So that's the thing. So like you got Kels locked up for some stuff he done did. Yeah. I mean, Bill Cosby got locked up off some powdered nut because I don't know how you lock somebody up.
Shit, he did 80 years ago.
I got semen from 30 years.
Like some shit that happened 50. That was dirty, man. 50. It's only based on he say she said. Like it wasn't no like unless I didn't see the right thing. There were no hard facts of like just based on man. Like I'm like Bill Cosby.
Nut in a damn petri dish with some water to bring it back to life to fix somebody.
Hey, you know what? She deserved money. She kept that shit for that long, just waiting on technology to jump.
Yeah, bro, that's wow.
So that's my thing with Diddy too. It's like, okay, well, do you have transgressions? Yes, but in this day and age, this climate, I don't really see too much wiggle room for you to get out. Hell, Tory Lanez fighting for his life trying to get out. You got a whole senator or governor, whatever the heck that lady is, the new AOC on the Republican side trying to fight to get. So
we definitely gonna get to that one. We definitely get to that topic.
Yeah, nowadays once you hit the clink, it's over with.
You're gonna need everybody. You're gonna need everybody in order to get yourself up out of there. But that's we'll get to that one because I don't even want to go into that one. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let's get on this Diddy situation.
Multiple witnesses who say they saw Diddy being physically violent toward his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. And for the first time, the public can see the stark visual evidence of the violence Cassie testified that she suffered at the hands of Combs. We want to warn you that some of these images can be disturbing. The government releasing a new batch of images showing injuries Cassie described, plus thousands of dollars of cash found in a fanny pack, drugs and baby oil, all allegedly used during the sex parties witnesses have detailed. Earlier in the day, Dawn Richard, a former member of the girl group Danity Kane, wrapped up her testimony against Combs. She allegedly saw Combs abuse Cassie multiple times and urged Cassie to leave him. She testified about one incident saying, quote, Puff and Cassie were in the hallway arguing. He punched her in the face. Sean Combs punched her in the face. But on cross-examination, the defense questioning Richard about changing her story several times over the years. Also taking the stand today, Cassie Ventura's former best friend, Carrie Morgan. She described witnessing Combs assaulting Cassie twice, the first time in a home Combs was renting in the Hollywood Hills. Morgan testified that, quote, I saw him push her. I'm pretty sure he hit her. The second time allegedly happened in Jamaica. Morgan says they were in the bar area of a home when, quote, I heard her screaming. She recalled guttural, terrifying screams. Combs faces the possibility of life in prison if convicted. He's pleaded not guilty and has denied all wrongdoing. We have our team of reporter and analysts closely following the case from inside the courtroom. Coming up a little later, we're joined in the studio by one of Sean Combs's close friends who has been at court every day of this trial. But we begin in Lower Manhattan with our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky. He was in court all day. He joins us now outside the federal courthouse. Aaron, former Danity Kane and Diddy Dirty Money member Dawn Richard back on the witness stand today. She says she saw Diddy punch Cassie Ventura in the face. What was the reaction in the courtroom?
You know, I think this jury has heard so much already that has been so graphic and disturbing that any one instance either hasn't necessarily caused a reaction. The jury was much more interested, I think, in the cross-examination as her accounts were challenged. But this involved a festival in Central Park where apparently Diddy Dirty Money was going to be announced as a band. She and her bandmate, Kalina Harper, were with...
I ain't trusting no chick with 3 nose rings and 3 nose piercings in her nose.
Cassie Ventura getting ready in a bathroom in Combs's home, his apartment, she testified, when screaming and then with a closed
You're trusted for a couple months?
fist saw that Sean Combs
put on the
hit
90-day plan
Cassie Ventura in the face. And what was notable was how she followed up the testimony that Cassie started crying, came into the bathroom, and immediately started putting on copious amounts of makeup. And she wore sunglasses to the festival to try and cover up the injury. And Dawn Richard said she and Kalina Harper donned sunglasses also, a form of solidarity.
There were some things, Aaron, that Richard was not allowed to talk about on the stand. Talk to us about this.
Yeah, the defense had tried to limit the scope of her testimony, in some cases successfully, because the defense believes that much of Richard's account and much of the prosecutor's whole case is based on gossip about what people heard, about stories people would tell about Sean Combs. So she couldn't get into any of that. But what she witnessed, she said, was Sean Combs try to take a swing at Cassie Ventura with a frying pan, the instance where punched her with a closed fist, and then another instance in Los Angeles that she said she witnessed when Sean Combs punched Cassie Ventura in the stomach at a restaurant. They were there having dinner with other celebrities, she said, to include Usher and Neo at the time.
Oh, you mentioned the jury was much more interested in what happened during her cross-examination. What happened?
The cross-examination involved defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland challenging Dawn Richard's memory and her accounts, which she noted in some cases changed up to 4 times when she recalled specifics one way and then another and then another and then another. And finally, Dawn Richard said she was recalling things to the best of her ability, but the defense sought to portray her as someone whose memory could not be relied on by the jury, somebody who was out for money, who sued her, Sean Combs, in civil court, and somebody who may have been out more for revenge because she was angry that Sean Combs eventually dismantled the 2 groups she was part of, Diddy Dirty Money, and before that, Danity Kane.
I also want to talk about the reported...
All right, so I gotta be 100% honest right here. I'm gonna try to be as transparent as I possibly can be. So the question that I asked, should he get out, or do I think he's gonna get out? Should he get out? I'm on the fence about it. Do I think he's gonna get out? I do think he's gonna get out because with all of the stories that they have, nobody's standing on what they said. There's a lot of different changes in the stories. There is 1 minute they're saying this, 1 minute they're saying the next thing. And what are they charging him on? Trafficking, right?
Yeah.
I think they're
yeah.
trying
So what now?
Yeah. It ain't got to do nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with Cassie. I don't know why this is the biggest thing that's popping off right now. What he's getting charged with is like racketeering or some other shit. He's in trafficking, like some other stuff.
Yeah, and so with that, and I think that's Cassie already shot herself in the foot by doing it, by having this, because now all the evidence that was brought up, it came from her. It came from her phone. It didn't come from Diddy. It didn't come from nothing. It just came from her shit. So she already put herself out there as a culprit or as a willing participant in what the hell was going on. She was cheating on what his name was, Ryan Leslie. She was cheating on him with other niggas. And cheating on Ryan Leslie with Diddy. So you already look bad as it is, and now they're saying that you were spearheading these freak offs. Hey, dog, listen. I have yet to hear anything in regards to what they are charging Diddy. I have yet to hear any evidence or anything in regards to him doing what he did. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm not saying it also. I want everybody to understand that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying here is what I'm hearing is not has nothing to do with what they're charging him for. So you're gonna charge him for having freak offs? All right. All right, cool. So he's a freak motherfucker. It is what it is.
Yeah, freak offs and then not a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
right.
I mean, if he's out there hitting these chicks, man, like, yeah, like, you know, I'm not gonna say I don't believe it, but I'm gonna say it just seems kind of wild because what they just said at the end of that video, that old girl's probably just sour about, hey, he probably what she thinks fucked up her career, or you know what I'm saying, she was thinking she's gonna be up here and end up fucking not doing nothing. So I haven't heard of her since Danny Kane. How long ago? That was like 20 years ago. So she's probably harboring a whole bunch of hate. Because if you hear any of them motherfuckers talking that was in like Danny Kane and fucking making a band and all that stuff, they all hate Diddy because like they thought they were gonna be these big time people, and shit didn't work out. He just moved on to some other stuff.
And it makes sense. So they're bitter. They're bitter about the situation. So of course, anything they could do. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Diddy hadn't done anything. I'm not saying that Diddy wasn't out here trafficking. I'm not saying any of that. But when you bring up the only thing that sort of aligns and that I can believe just because there is evidence and it was shown, we all seen it, was him being abusive when he dragged Cassie ass in that hallway. So it's like, all right, I can believe that because I can believe he probably punched her in the stomach because then he kicked her while she was on the ground. So I mean,
it was
I can't say it just deny that. Like, damn, bro.
That was pretty dirty. I mean, I don't know. I mean, y'all see the video. I'm gonna ask y'all. For me, when I saw that video, I thought that what it looked like for me, she stole something from him.
Yeah,
because
that's what
it looked like. He just gave a fuck about the bag, and he was like, he didn't care about bringing her back to the room. He wanted what was in that damn bag. But like, they still don't make it. I mean, it don't make it right. But shit, I mean, I don't think he was trying to be abusive to bring her back because he loved her. I think she stole some shit from him. He wanted it back.
But as long as that man has been rich, what could she possibly steal that he couldn't get back?
That's true. Them drugs that he wanted right there and there.
Probably what she got his ass to right now. Probably videotape some shit. I don't know.
You in the hotel, so I can't say it's your granny ashes.
That's true.
Hey, now
you can get.
Maybe she recorded something. Maybe some tapes.
That's true.
Him, like, you know, knocking down fucking some other dude or something. I don't know what was that bad, but it was probably something. Like, I mean, something that he did not want people to see.
I mean, clearly, because he ran down the hall in the towel. That was risky as is, boy. That white flag would have fell off and got the wave. It'd have been a whole different thing.
Hey, like I said, like that shit still ain't right. It still ain't right. But I mean,
no, it's not. Like, I'm not for putting hands on people unprovoked.
I agree.
Everybody say, "Oh, don't hit women," blah blah blah. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure she provoked his ass.
Murder for years. Keep your hands to your damn self, everybody.
Yeah, not yet.
Because I don't care who you are.
Ain't nothing worth me going to jail.
Because your first 2 hits is free. The third one, you get your tax refund.
Yeah, because everybody got they got their limits. Like, all right, bro. Yeah, you might be able to hit me 7 times, cool. But on that 8th one, you deserve it. Depending on your tolerance.
So to the card, eventually you got to check out.
Yeah, too much, man. Too much. I can only be pushed so far, bro. Like, yeah, that's a lot of times, bro. Like, I mean, I've seen
like,
some
I
dudes.
disagree with him. You ran her down like you was them in the NFL Combine to go beat on her. That is wild.
He had that towel on, bro. He was like, "Yeah, I'm getting this." It was, yeah. I mean,
running late for a pool party.
I would think, I don't know if it would have helped him out or not if he had said something. Hey, well, if she did steal something, do you think if that was the case and he did, because he never said that, he just apologized for it. Do you think that would have been better or it would have been worse for him? Saying like, "Yo, she stole something, that's why I went and beat her down." I guess
she did.
It probably
would have down in the hallway and beat her in front of the elevator.
Yeah. It wouldn't have helped him at all. That's for sure.
Yeah, at all. Because now it would have made the question.
Beat up by Solange, they was already in the same proximity. She ain't hawk him down.
She was right there ready.
But the thing is, I would have thought that if all the shit, because he had to be the same way. I would have thought J-Lo would have come out and said something. It's true or it's not true. But
because J-Lo ass was part of J-Lo was doing what Cassie ass was doing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. But if he was beating on her, I'm pretty sure that would have came out too.
Yeah. I mean, probably. That's probably why she got more crazy. That's probably why she crazy as hell now.
I mean, but she from the block. She probably had some people that would have went and seen him about it.
Oh yeah, come on, man. She one of them ghetto Puerto Ricans, bro. She would have definitely. She definitely had somebody.
If you already got somebody that then pull them in the alley and talk to him real quick, you ain't got to get on Front Street.
Yeah,
but he cool now.
Because that's what I thought. So before this popped off, that's what I thought. You know, they had some other outlandish stuff that was gonna come out that we didn't know about. I didn't know the whole forefront was gonna be Cassie. Because honestly, Diddy pulled his own trump card when he went on Breakfast Club and literally was like, "Hey, if anybody got proof that I did them wrong or whatever, I'm cashing them out." And she was like, "Oh, okay, that's music to my ears." And right after, she cashed out. So then when this popped up, I'm like, okay, well, how is she still the forefront? I don't know what the hell y'all was doing at them parties, but your transgressions have been paid for.
I heard what went down. What went down was when he started shit with old boy from the alcohol, like the billionaire that
Ciroc.
Ciroc. I heard that's how the shit went down. Like he did some shit about the deal and it had this motherfucker coming after him. That's why the feds and shit came after him. Like, and I think after she knew he was going down, she's like, "Well, fuck it, I might as well get mine before they take it all." She's like, "I got them tapes. Let's go." The NDA don't matter no more.
Like, what more do you want? But then again, we also don't know what state of mind she was in. I mean, everybody's saying that she was a willing participant, but it's a lot of people that be willing to do some shit under the influence of some drugs.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
don't know, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but whose fault is that though?
Taking the drugs?
Yeah. I mean, ain't nobody make me take drugs. Even when I was young, even when I was 19, bro, like, man, I was around motherfuckers doing coke since I was fucking 18 to about 25. I've never fucking snorted a line of coke in my life. And like, I'm not saying, and then believe me, I fall to certain kind of shit, but it's only gonna be shit that I fucking want to do. And it is some shit, I'm pretty sure. I know there's some shit that I did that I didn't want to do, and I did it, but I'm not gonna blame it on nobody else. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't do it. I mean, it just don't make no sense. I can't blame it on some other person because I did some shit that I regretted the next morning. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of those. So I mean, you can't. I mean, It's just that I don't understand that get out of jail free card, man. Yeah, I fucked up. It'd be like, yo, bro, like, hey man, hey, I'll tell one of y'all cats, hey, take me to the bank. And you're like, yo, I'm gonna rob the store real quick, and then I'll take you to the bank. Your ass get in. Hey, can't blame it on the motherfucker like that did it. Like, you know, bro, you knew what we was gonna do. You chose to get in the goddamn car. Come on, man. Can't blame everything on
it makes sense, but at the same time too, most women like attention.
Oh yeah, but that ain't our fault.
So
they tell us that
you might have tried the drug once, fell in love with it, notice the extra attention you get when you, off the meds.
Again, that's still her fault. That's still her shit. Like, can't blame it on somebody else. I mean, you're gonna do whatever you want to do.
It depends, though. Because did she pick up a glass of orange juice that was laced and she didn't know it was laced?
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. If someone gave her some shit that she didn't want, then all right, that's different. I'm saying if she was if someone was drugging her, then that's some foul shit. That's fucked up. But no, if it was fucking a brick of coke on there and he was like, yeah, she's like, come. He was saying, yeah, come do something. We're having fun, and she's like, okay, and that's her shit. She did it. Like no. Well, yeah, if the mother still some shit in her drink,
I wanted to try some white.
Like I want to see everybody like they having fun. I'm about to try this shit too.
I'm gonna try shit out, man. Everybody else having fun. Fuck it, let's go.
They looking loose and shit. Don't care in the world, man. Let me hit some of this shit, man.
Like man, they got all these naked chicks running around here. Like I don't know about these dudes, but God.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched that movie Blink Twice?
No, I haven't, bro.
Ooh, go watch that movie.
What's it on?
I'm gonna have to find it. See what service is on it. Shoot it to you.
Oh, bad. Yeah.
Is there like Get Out?
Yeah, Blink Twice. All right.
Is it like
theaters? It's good, but
suspense.
When you watch it, it kind of I don't know. I watch movies like it's CNN, so I'm a little different. I watch stuff. I be trying like, what are you really trying to tell me? So when I watched that, then it was like in the middle of the Diddy stuff starting, but we still trying to figure out, Jeffrey, Mr. Island.
Yeah.
Then I seen that movie and I'm like,
oh shit.
Interesting.
No, I think I heard of that movie, bro.
You most likely have heard of it, but not a lot of people watch it for some reason.
Because isn't it sort of hinting at what's going on?
It's an island and some stuff on the island. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I saw the trailer on it. Mm-hmm.
All these rich motherfuckers, they can get an island, man. Hey, you'll be in trouble, bro. Don't take no girls to these islands. Shit. Get all your money.
Man,
well, this was Buddy had his private island in. Mm-hmm. They go to like a cocktail party, then you end up at the island, and then it gets trippy from there.
You get loose, you having fun, and then you get
I ain't gonna mess it up too much because I really want y'all to watch it.
I might check it out. Then the next morning, you're like, what the fuck did I just do?
It looked like it might be on Prime.
On Prime? I bet I got that.
Yeah, it might be on Prime.
Definitely got that.
Freak off in 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. That came up again today. Carrie Morgan was on the stand. That was Cassie Ventura's former best friend. What did Carrie say happened after that incident?
Cassie Ventura left the Intercontinental Hotel, went back to her apartment, her home, and there was Carrie Morgan waiting. She said immediately she saw the black eye that Ventura had testified Combs gave her after the freak-off got violent and the whole reason why then the subsequent assault in the hallway happened. And then Carrie Morgan said about a half hour later, Sean Combs starts banging on the door with a hammer. It was not let in, but she said she heard him yelling, finally called some of Combs' staff members to try to get him to leave. Police were called, but Cassie Ventura said, and Carrie Morgan backed this up, that nothing ever came of it because Cassie Ventura refused to say anything about Sean Combs and what happened to her.
Aaron, I have to ask you, because Combs was sitting just feet away from Don Richard and Carrie Morgan in court today. How did he react to seeing them and hearing all of this?
he's been an attentive listener. In some cases, he would shake his head or nod along or consult with his lawyers, scribbling a lot of notes. This was an important part of the testimony because it made a turn, Eva. The jury had heard from Cassie Ventura directly about, in rather explicit terms, a lot of the sex acts. But the prosecution's whole case is that she was coerced into that sex because of the violence, the kind of violence that both Don Richard and Kerry Morgan said they witnessed. Now, the defense says there are other reasons for the violence. Jealousy, drugs, didn't have anything to do with coercing her into sex. But the prosecutors want the jury to hear these accounts to say that Cassie Ventura was not only telling the truth about being beat up, but that she had reason to then go along with Sean Combs' sexual demands.
Aaron Koturski for us there outside the courthouse. Thank you so much, Aaron. And let's bring in ABC News legal contributor and criminal defense attorney.
Nah, say what? Nah. No, you can't sit up here. You can't sit up here and tell me no. You decided to stay because you was afraid of getting beat on, knowing that this nigga was on drugs or something. You tell me you couldn't get up out of that. Now I know there's situations where some women it's hard for them to get up out of a situation like that.
Yeah,
I
don't think this is one of them.
Yeah, wasn't she the chick that also said that she didn't want him to leave her? Wasn't she also the chick that said that? So. Yeah, bro. I don't know, dog. Maybe I'm off.
I'm still not standing the violence because I don't know about anybody else, but I ain't trying to clap buns. I just beat up.
You feel me? You feel me? Like I don't understand that. Like I don't understand that.
Is there a cookbook? Is there a recipe to this? Like you tenderizing the meat before you get in there? Like what is going on?
Everybody else in the freak out like, bro, I don't know if I want to do that now.
Maybe it was maybe that shit was mistaken for some dating, like some Shannon Sharp shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they like that kind of shit. But they excusable for
listen to that toxic hood love. I mean, I know,
Exactly.
Couple of them broke relationships do be like that.
Oh, yeah, most of them, not the rich ones, though.
30 minutes with a knife. Next thing you know, y'all out there knocking the roaches out the wall.
No, that's facts. Bro. That's why I can't take it serious, bro.
I don't know, man. Yeah, all this beating and shit that these girls are talking about that happened, and she never left. They never said nothing. None of this shit ever came out. None of their friends never said nothing. Old girl from Danny Kane never said nothing. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think they just trying to get. He's down. They just like fuck it. Like let's burn his ass. Like basically. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know me personally in my life, or even heard about someone who just beat people up for no goddamn reason. I mean, like I'm not saying there's a reason. You should be able to control your shit. But I've seen how some of these girls talk to these motherfuckers and they say some personal shit. You know what I mean? Like
beatings. Is it some Ike and Tina beating? Or is it some
exactly. Like what you did, like what you did.
Now that motherfucker was fucked up. Now Ike, I think the Ike kind of beat us died a long time ago. Now he was fucked up. Like he was
Well, it was a different girl.
I don't know those kind of because they let that shit slide back in the day. I mean, I don't know, bro. That was some wild shit right there.
Was still partially legal.
Yeah,
true. I wasn't playing. He was telling her straight on the stage, like I slapped the shit out of you. Like, bro, what?
Slap the shit out of you.
On stage?
Like, no. And the fucked up thing is, she was the one making the money.
Same thing at their house,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Right. And she was the one making them fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, she was the talent. So that's a different day back there.
He was the handler. He was the manager.
Yeah, and that's probably why he was beating her because he didn't want her to leave. And it was just kind of fucked up. But
I mean, like the older music during slavery and after. I mean, before OnlyFans, you had Only Husband. Because after they made it off the plantation, some of them were still selling their wives back to the same white man.
Get the shit out of you.
Eat that cake, anime.
Oh Lord.
Cake.
But yeah, like a lot of that music if you listen to it and you actually listen to some of the words, Buddy was a stay-at-home husband.
Yep.
Shorty bent a couple corners with Massa.
Yeah.
Yep.
She hiked up that hemline.
Yep.
Hey, she brought the money home.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Most of these chicks got that Ike mentality, bro. In like today's time, most of these girls they roll like Ike. You know what I'm saying? They be really like, yo, if they think, you know, if they got some sort of control, oh yeah, they think you better do everything, or they're gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm saying these girls are taking over that Ike role, man. Now we're like Tina.
Well, I don't understand racism to an extent too, because it's like, okay, well, everybody just focuses on the lynching part and the beating part. Well, what happened to the part where y'all got free, but y'all was still playing with them people?
Facts.
Still working for them. Still doing all of this shit. Yeah.
If you got free from the playing,
they didn't know where to go,
and
they didn't want to leave.
There's 100 ways to make money. Why are you going back and taking his money and doing something strange for some change?
Yep, exactly.
That is a good point. That's a good point. Exactly. You know, but again, you had to be raised in that shit. I don't think Cassie was. Bro, she had an agenda, man. She had an agenda. She wanted to be rich. She wanted to be famous, and she did what it takes. She did it.
Man, when the lifestyle was in jeopardy, that's when everything started to go to shambles for her. It's like, hold on. This shit's worth it. When lifestyle was over, it's like, oh shit, hold on.
But this is what I don't get. He's the rich one. Just say the first time he smacked the shit out of her, she could have went somewhere and she could have sold that store and got a lot of money, man. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, that whole part to me don't make no sense. She had the ticket if he was beating the shit out of her.
Because a lot of chicks, they will put money over that shit. They're like, look, man, I'll endure this shit that's going on right now for the time being because I want to maintain this lifestyle. I know if I leave this situation, I'm not going to be able to have the lifestyle anymore or the money. So I'm going to have to endure through this shit.
She could have got it.
So that's what I'm saying. At that point, now it's, well, shit, I'm here, so I might as well just go ahead and enjoy it while I'm here and indulge in this shit. And boom.
She really could have got it, though, because remember,
she could have got it.
It was recently where they started the Believe All Women movement. Even then, everybody started jumping out of the woodworks like, hold on, nah. You know, I'm a child of a single mom. I was in them hair salons and shit. Some of the stories, I can't be believing everybody now.
Hey, right, bro.
We was still behind the scenes, behind enemy lines. We done heard some of this shit.
Oh no, they all. Now
that's the thing. She probably couldn't have came out back then because I mean, what you gonna do? Some media outlets, some Paris Hilton, TMZ.
Hold on. This was only what, like well, hold up. No. After he beat her in that hotel, he gave her like $10 million, and she had to sign an NDA. She wasn't supposed to say shit, but like he gave her $10 million.
But the situation this shit been going on since Cass was 18 though, bro. Like 18, 20.
They started. How old is she? Did I get it wrong?
Cassie young as hell, bro.
Yeah, this was back in like 2021, right? When they started.
Hell nah, bro. She was like 18.
Back then, right?
For that. Well, you talking about when the trial started? Or
no.
When he was put
I heard somewhere they started dating in like 21.
Yeah, but she was fucking around long before year 21, bro. She been fucking around for a long time. She was dating somebody else, and then Diddy was the side hoe for her.
Oh, you mean like back in like 14, 15?
Yeah, bro. Like they've been dating for a long time. Like when she would meet, like I'm talking about when he signed her to when she had her single "Me and You" when that song came out. She was I think she was 18.
And
okay, so maybe.
August 80, she's 38 right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. All right. So it's been a minute then.
Yeah. So she been locked in for how many? Huh?
Me and You was 2005.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, they probably wouldn't have believed it back then.
Yeah, she been locked in for a hot ass minute.
Yeah, they would have said she lying. You be lying on.
Yeah, that's why everybody getting hemmed up now is because folks are finally starting to believe stuff. And I mean, some stuff is hard not to believe with all the evidence that comes out. But back then, how would she got most of that evidence out? Because all these people, Diddy, etc., they were friends with all these publications and everything like that. So she's the little dog in the fight. She the chihuahua pulling up in a Doberman and pit bull den.
Yeah,
I guess that could make it a little. That could make it a little different now. But still, that just tells me that the money is still worth more than fucking your shit. So I mean, that does prove that I thought for some reason it was like recent. Like, yeah, only shit to say is that motherfucker hit me and she could have got a fucking shit ton of money. But I didn't even know it was back then. Yeah, they wouldn't believe her ass.
Well, she just got a smooth 10 mil from was it from the hotel?
So she got 10 from him and the hotel?
She got 10 mil from the hotel. I know that, but I don't know what she got. I don't think she got anything from Diddy.
As far as I know, the reason she didn't say nothing, he paid her like $10 million. And that's when they got that video. That the video couldn't come out. Like somehow he got the video from the hotel.
She probably gave him the 10 mil, and then she probably wanted more. He like, man, hell no, I ain't giving you no more money. You tripping.
Well, shit, he's a defense.
You bug.
I guess gonna take it all. Might as well give me a little bit. Give me a little bit more.
Right.
Hey, because the dude she married to now was a trainer, wasn't
he? Yeah, was Diddy's trainer.
So you
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And my thing is, bro, how as a man, bro, like how can you sit through that? Just knowing that your girl was just busting it open. And she was getting all kind of twisted with every which way, bro. Like, you just sit through it. I still, to this day, I still 1000% believe that relationship ain't gonna last. Just watch. After this case is over with,
it ain't him.
Whatever happens, it's gonna be over with.
It's not gonna be him. I guarantee you, it's not gonna be him. He is just like her when she was with Diddy. She got the money. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He there. Like, she'll leave him, but like he ain't gonna get no balls and leave her because it's gonna hurt. His friend's gonna be fucking. If I was his friend, I'd be like, damn.
So is he her handler?
That's what I'm saying. Like, could that be the situation? Like, you know what? I'm close enough to Diddy to know what's going on, so I know how to move in this situation. So you gonna be the face, you know what I'm saying? You do your whole little cute girl, I'm a victim situation, and I'm just gonna play as the victim husband who enduring all of this shit that you went through.
Yeah, because I mean, I know we in the era of mental health and all that, but I would imagine coming from back in the day, people that got beat on and everything, they already compartmentalized it and hid it away.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, after she just recently got paid, I'm pretty sure even you heard him with the court proceedings saying, she probably doesn't remember, her memory is unclear. That means stuff's been hidden away. Like, he was trying to forget all that.
Yeah.
So to be still filter through everything and start bringing stuff back to the forefront and it's coming out clear. I mean, yeah, you're going to be crying and sniffling or whatever, but to start reliving that in front of a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like somebody got in your ear and was like, hey,
you should say something.
You fell for the bait the first time. Just go ahead and take the whole ship down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely need
she just need to sit herself down and make a blanket.
She already got the money. I don't even know why she embarrassed herself like that. She already got the money. She should have just said, like, I'm good. Now, I mean, come on, man. Like, I heard she did some wild shit.
They want that nigga to go broke.
They do. They like, yo. And I don't know, man. Again, I still stick with it, bro. Like, yeah, he's a freak and he's not a fucking good dude, but I mean, you choose to be around a motherfucker. I don't know. Money just ain't that fucking important to me, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a man thing. I think it's a person thing. I mean, like I said, I seen some dudes kicking with a girl for a minute because, you know what I mean? Like, it might not even about money. It could be something else. I've seen some dudes go through some wild shit just because his girl's, pretty bad. Like, you know what I mean? And like go through some shit to like embarrassing shit.
Yeah, that's
but I still think it's his fault though.
Man, it's a baddie coming off the Xerox print every 15 minutes. It ain't never that serious.
Yeah, I know. Hey, exactly. I feel the same fucking way. Same thing, but I don't know why it's different with women though. Like if they go through some shit, you got money and you say, "Yo, I'm freaky as fuck," and they're like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And then a couple weeks later, she's like, "I really didn't want to do that. You're a bad person." Like, bro, you did it. You said you're cool. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I just couldn't imagine how like motherfuckers go to jail for shit like that. It's crazy. It's crazy as fuck to me.
Well, they let the best of them.
You say what?
They let their curiosity get the best of them because on one end they say they don't want to try it, but then they remember all them little Zane books and stuff they was reading. Motherfuckers getting tore off the ceiling fan and shit, and then they was like, "Oh well, my homegirl told me she did it last week. She don't look half bad. She said she liked it. She going again." Next thing you know, they stuck for 3 to 5 years.
Yep.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then once they try to settle down and have a family, it's like, oh, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through, whatever. I got to get this off my chest. And now we in the middle of a court proceeding.
That's a big one.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's a fact, bro.
It's all crazy. I mean, like you can. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have, and I wouldn't even want it. Wouldn't even want if I did some shit that was like that. Like I just wouldn't want to be painted as I was the victim. Like I said, unless someone did some shit to me, that's different. Like I said, if we in that chilling, someone dropped some shit in my drink, and then some fucked up shit happened. Nigga, I'll be telling the next day. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Nah, that'd be it, bro. There ain't no way. I just thought about it. Nope. Motherfucker, you put some shit in my drink, man. Yeah. Something gonna happen.
No, I feel that. So look, I want to go ahead and pivot over to the last topic for the night, bro. And this one here is crazy and wild, but I'm pretty sure a lot of us already knew Shorty was lying anyway, but you already know how the industry works anyway. So Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, bro. Let's see what they talking about with this new evidence as far as Kelsey said that she shot Megan Thee Stallion, not Tory Lanez.
Yo, this is Lee Laurent, and as always, we rocking with all Urban Central. And today, I'm coming to you live with some new updates as it pertains to Tory Lanez's case. As you know, we just
put too much emphasis on them S's, bro.
Reported Tory Lanez was almost brutally killed as he was stabbed 14 times while imprisoned in the prison yard, and he was rushed to the nearby hospital. A new shocking update has arisen as it appears that Kelsey Harris, who is also Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend, who was there during the night of the shooting with her in Tory Lanez's case, it appears that her bodyguard and driver, Bradley James, has came to the surface. Apparently, Bradley James, who was in attendance as the driver during that incident, has new information surrounding the case, where he is now saying that it was not Tory Lanez who shot Megan. Apparently, it was his previous employer, Kelsey Harris, who obviously a lot of people were insinuating did it initially. So today, there was a press conference held by Tory Lanez's legal team for an organization called Unite the People, who fight social injustices, where the head of the organization, Walter Roberts, talks more about the new developments in the case.
Looking to skyrocket your YouTube channel? Let Sprizzy boost you to the top.
Using
YouTube ads, Sprizzy targets.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. Peterson, I'm sorry, Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody. He never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Ms. Pete, did not shoot at Ms. Pete, or did not assault Ms. Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Ms. Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
So if you guys don't recall, Bradley James was subpoenaed. I do believe he fled. He completely vanished off the face of the earth. And apparently, due to recent developments, obviously Tory Lanez almost getting unalived in prison, where he suffered from 14 stabs, which could have fatally injured him. Obviously, we reported about his lungs initially collapsing, and now he is breathing on his own. But apparently, Bradley James, the former bodyguard and driver, said his conscience could not bear without him telling the truth. He was witness to seeing Kelsey shoot at Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez sort of like took the gun away from her, and then the gun fell, and then it shot 2 more times, which completely differs from the prosecution claims as well as Megan's claims, where Tory Lanez.
Your thoughts on that?
I didn't know nothing about this, bro. I didn't know Megan Thee Stallion got shot.
Oh, you remember when she got shot in the foot?
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. So a while back, there was this thing with her and Tory Lanez, and it was a big little situation that was going on, but she ended up getting shot in the foot, and they were saying that she said that Tory Lanez did it, but I know a lot of people saying that she didn't do it, well, that he didn't do it, and there was a lot of evidence pointing to the fact that he didn't do it, but somehow he still went to jail behind that. But when you're looking at the whole situation, I think it's because, he was living off the guy, the hood code of I ain't snitching on nobody. I don't want nobody to go to jail with me. So I'm gonna live it down. I said, shit me.
Fuck that.
We just mentioned it earlier.
Yep.
Protect black women.
Yep.
Now this dude out here about to be a martyr, protecting black women. And
who didn't even protect him?
Donating a GoFundMe towards the dude that stabbed up Tory. Like,
right.
Bro.
How much do y'all hate men? Y'all start OnlyFans. Y'all know that it's only men fucking beating their little joint to whatever pictures and feet and ankles and whatever. Y'all asking for dinner dates and all this other stuff. Y'all want y'all phone bill paid so you can talk to the other 20 dudes you talking to. Yep. You want that little help on the rent. One man trying to take a stand and, lead the forefront to protect women, and then y'all still hate buddy. Like, what more do y'all want?
Exactly.
So she said he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Said he shot her.
But then she ended up coming back. Oh, go ahead.
So if my memory serves me correct, there was like some party. I think Kylie Jenner or maybe one of the Kardashians or somebody was throwing a party. They was all up there. From what I can remember, something happened to where Tory was either trying to get at Kylie Jenner or somebody in the vicinity of her circle.
Yep.
And that, I think, initially ticked off Meg. And it kind of started getting out of hand. So it's kind of like, once the ratchetivity start messing up the cocktail party, you kind of got to get the ratchet shit up out of there because we don't want the party to end early. So they kind of got, honorably dismissed from that situation.
Yep.
So it took the stuff outside, and I think it finally came out that Meg's homegirl had slept with Tory. But Tory done clapped Meg.
Yeah.
So now Meg in her chest, like, I don't know, probably like you a nobody, or who knows, they got the mysterious girl code that is
crazy,
only optional to follow.
Right.
But that situation pretty much was blowing up. And then all of a sudden we heard there was gunshots and whatnot. And by the time the law enforcement and everybody got to the scene, the story was Tory shot Meg, talking about some dance. Well, not woman, the B word, but
yeah,
dance and all this other stuff. And if I remember correctly at the time, this exact same story kind of had a glitch where it came out and then nobody spoke on it. They just kept saying, oh, Tory this, Tory that. Because there was another report saying they did a GSR, gunshot residue test, and they didn't find no gunpowder on Tory's hand.
Right.
But he still ended up going and getting locked up. But then again, it's California, so I don't know if he had any shadow felonies or anything on him. He just couldn't be next to pistols because, if Boosie sneezed next to a water gun in Cali, they be trying to take him in. So
yeah, then they also say that there was somebody on the balcony who saw what happened too, and they also said that Tory didn't shoot the gun. They didn't see Tory shooting the gun.
I believe I remember. It's kind of faint, but I believe I remember.
Yeah. So they just said, "Yeah, I just want this. Somebody got to go to jail, and this dude seems he good for it."
Man, that was a hit, bro. They trying to get Tory up out of there for it.
Because then she got shot in the leg, but then it was supposedly just glass fragments that was in her leg, allegedly. So it was like, okay,
how long this motherfucker get in prison?
But we ain't see no bullet on the tray from the hospital, so we don't know.
How many years he got? 20?
I don't even remember.
Not sure how many years he got, but and then on top of that, there was a hit put on him in jail, but he got, like you saw, 14 times he got stabbed in jail right now. 14 times.
Him up.
God damn, bro. Now that would be some shit that would go under the line of if I had anything to compare, if I was like scared of something, would be some shit like that. Something I got nothing to do with, and you're gonna ruin my whole fucking life.
Because they don't care, bro. Because they don't care, bro. Look, mind you, bro. Listen, Meg Thee Stallion, she went first. She lied and admitted that she lied on Gail. Was it Gail? On Gail's show, the same show that R. Kelly was on. She went on that bitch and admitted that she lied. There's nobody said nothing.
What?
Nobody said nothing. There was no uproar. There was no nothing. They weren't like Cassidy. They weren't saying this bitch or nothing.
She admitted that she lied about the shooting.
I think she admitted about sleeping with him.
No, they had asked her if she slept with Tory, and then you know how women do when they want to keep their body count low. They try to
ain't never. Yeah.
So initially she was going heavy on no. And then she finally came out and was like, all right, yeah, I did, but it was just once or whatever, trying to play it off.
Right. I don't even do that.
And that's kind of where the street started Because initially, the whole Believe All Women campaign, women was canceling everybody off their Facebook and don't be my friend no more. I'm gonna block you and delete you.
Yeah.
I don't want your little $40 no more.
Yeah, I want your little $40.
Screw you.
Yep.
Your little $40 can't do nothing for me no
some of the
more.
women was like, okay, well, we still rocking with Meg because girl code said we have to, but sis, first you said no, now you said yeah. Which one was it?
Yeah.
Right.
Then
I mean, that makes a lot more sense though. While the fucking gun got pulled out and all that shit, like, cause you know how chicks be getting, especially if you trying to nail something else, like in front of her. Yeah, come on, man.
But I mean, a lot of women bond over traumatic experiences. So the sheer fact that she got shot and her best friend ain't friends no more, I ain't gonna say it's yelling, but silence is loud.
Yeah,
hey, that's a fact.
She tried to shoot her.
It's like all of a sudden y'all ain't friends no more. Oh, I bet.
Yes, that's
like
crazy, man.
Broke up.
Yep.
I mean, that's crazy. There's no way that dude should even be in. There's no way he should even be in jail, man.
Yeah, they're trying to, and then on top of that, it didn't help. It didn't help about the situation with him. I guess you could say, you know, finding a little loophole when he made that $1 million off of the NFTs and shit too. So when he like what was it like he paid, it was like $1 or some shit he was selling his album for NFTs, and he ended up making $1 million off of that shit.
Yep.
I was like, God, he ended up making $1 million off of it. And so he went on. He was on live when we was talking about it. Like, man, I just cracked the code. And as soon as he put that out there, shit, they started going at him.
They was trying to. Man, maybe I need to start shutting.
Then he just came up off that mill, so maybe in his mind he was like, "Well, if I take this fall, I got enough money to dig my way back up out of it." And I don't know. They were about to put him 6 feet under with Buddy over there.
Exactly. That's
piece, no side, no drink.
Yeah. Hey,
you feel me?
He mustn't put that money on the books for them other cats. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take you out, son.
Listen, bro. No, I'm not taking the ill for nobody, bro. You can call me, bro. They can call me coon all they want to. Like, you gotta protect. Like, man, you crazy as hell. You ain't even get me in jail for some bullshit that you did, and I ain't do it.
You did.
You good?
Ain't nobody's life worth more than mine, man. I don't give a fuck.
Donate money to who you want to donate it to. I mean, shoot, people still donating to the CashApp for that school over there that's supposed to be in.
Oh, you talking about Carmelo Anthony?
Nah.
Oh,
I'm talking about Mr. CashApp.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy. What's his name? Oh, Dr. Umar.
Yeah.
Umar Johnson.
Folks still donate, but the thing is, so this dude that allegedly stabbed Tory, from some of the reports that I was able to, catch an air wind of, this dude is in jail for being involved with an underage girl, and she also suffered from domestic violence from his hands, which is what got him arrested in the first place. So that's where to me it gets weird with women, as to where, how can you hate somebody so much that you're willing to donate money to a situation that you say that you don't like?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because everybody's mad at Diddy for beating on Cassie. Everybody was mad at Ike for beating on Tina.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna donate to Bobby if he beat on Whitney?
Yeah.
They was mad at Chris for beating on Rihanna. Not, mind you, Rihanna was beating on Chris too. But hey.
Yep. Hey, if she beat on him, it's all good.
But yeah.
Hey, if she beat on him, it's all good.
I ain't gonna put too much heat in one stream. We gonna have to space it out.
They're like, hold on, man, y'all coming too hard, bro. Hold on now.
Yeah, this the first panel. I
ain't never seen nothing go that quick. One and done.
We ain't gonna have 50 floor hibachi on the first one.
Right. Oh,
shit.
Just saying though, you know what I mean? Just saying.
One and done, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna put me in that situation. Ain't no girl. Yeah. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm trying to even think of a situation I would do something. I would take the fall for somebody. There ain't one. There is not one situation I didn't even think of.
No, all that. I think all that shit is. Excuse me. I think all of it is. I wouldn't even say a conspiracy theory and nothing like that, but I think it gets a lot deeper than just what's on the surface. There's a lot of behind the scenes shit that's going on that we don't see, versus what they're putting out in the forefront. So, but I ain't gonna get into too deep into that.
I mean, these motherfuckers got all this money, man. I mean,
I don't want nobody knocking at my door, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. They got all this money, man. I don't know why they still trying to hang out like they ain't got no money. Couldn't be doing that shit.
Because it's about it's image too. Even though they got the money, they gotta uphold their image because their image is what makes them the money. So that's the same thing with Meg. You know what I'm saying? With that situation, probably why she lied is because she wanted to uphold her image and what she was doing. She talking about fuck these niggas, all that shit, right? Nah, that's Glorilla. What's her name? What the fuck is her little ad-lib shit?
She do that too.
She do?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little shit. And so she want to keep that. I ain't worried about a nigga, but in this case, she was worried about a nigga because another bitch was fucking her nigga.
Yeah, she crashed out.
My thing is, when they gonna put some respect on the Short Kings, man?
You feel me?
I'm sure the main reason she ain't want to say that she let him hit is because she knew he probably climbed up on the step stool just to,
Man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give respect to the Short Kings, bro. Like they better stop playing with them, bro.
I mean, Short Kings got long bread too. Like, let them get some. It's enough to go around for everybody.
Hey man, motherfuckers can get it down, bro.
Them 5'4", them 5'4s and under, boy, they be on it, bro. They like, shit. I ain't got the height, so I gotta compensate for something somewhere.
Hey,
money,
man, something to prove. Boy, they about to put them through the drywall. You get them a chance.
You feel me? They on top of that bit. And they make sure they go for a tall one. They go for a tall joint. She got to be 5'9" and above.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
that's what they go for.
They try to hit them 6 foot ones.
End up ball. Be getting a little hair rubbed on.
Yeah.
And she cool with it, bro. She cool with it. She looking down, give you a hug. Yeah.
That's it, bro. But it goes to show you that as long as you got a little bread on you, you know what I'm saying? You got a little game on you, shit. You pretty much bust anything down.
Hey.
Yeah, but the women need to say it with their chest. Hey, I let a Short King hit. It was half decent. Get him a chance.
Hey, give him a chance. Yeah. Hey, they don't give a fuck. You got some money, man. They cool with you.
Yeah, but when they're in conversation, all they want is the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
I want 6 figures, 6 foot tall, 6 this, 6 inches.
Yep. It's all 6s.
All 6s.
Yeah. That's it. Then,
mix the numbers up.
Hey, still, hey, then they end up cheating on you with some broke nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
Every
you want
time.
666, but you done gave it up to somebody took you for a 4 at Wendy's.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
Drive another dude car. You drive another dude car.
They hit you with it, man. It's just something about him. Yeah, I know what it is.
He care about me. He really care about me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I bet he do.
He pulled out that Roosevelt slugger on you now.
Yeah. Guess what, bro? She's still a victim though. Hey, girl, I know why you did it. Yeah, you know what's up. Her girls she'll still get praised for it. Don't matter. Hey, dudes, bro.
It's behind the scenes. They'll tell the group chat they did it.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
But then now you mad at the girl code because everybody else want to go see what's to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's showing up out there. Everybody want a piece of it. Yeah.
How you advertising and then you mad when the store gets delivered to him?
Right. You feel me? So if you don't want that to be shared, you don't share it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it to yourself.
You know, she got that same energy too. She do the
somebody
same
else
shit.
was definitely about to go see what's to it.
Yeah.
Every time. It's always one. If you got a group of girlfriends that's in your group, there's always gonna be one. If you're gonna tell your business, there's always gonna be one of them friends. They're like, shit, I want to see what that's about. And she gonna backdoor your ass.
And she gonna do it.
She waiting on that opportunity.
Yep.
Backdoor your ass.
And in most cases, yeah, they'll still blame the dude, and they'll still be friends. But it's all good.
Oh, of course.
Like y'all can keep each other. Do that.
Probably throw some. Then next thing you know, he'll probably throw some bullshit on like, oh yeah, he great. Like nah, we ain't gonna do that.
But dudes got to work to get a piece anyway. So if he already in his baseball gear and he on the pitcher's mound, you throw it, he gonna catch it.
Hey.
Can't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Like nah.
He always wearing that glove.
In one hand and a glove in the other.
Yeah.
Right. You feel like you
caught or something getting hit.
Can't you be throwing shit my way and thinking I ain't finna catch it? Like you tripping. Like
He just like Ricky. He always carry that football. He'll never leave without
bro.
it. You good?
They say you gotta get ready if you stay ready, right?
You gotta get ready to stay ready. Yep. 100%. They know what's up.
You remember back in the day, you had the basketball shorts under your jeans.
Yeah, but
I'm ready. Let's go.
Under the jeans, you already had the hooper shoes on, ready to go. If you didn't have them on, you had them you had them somewhere in the vicinity. You had a backpack on or something.
Always in the trunk.
You don't never know when you might get called for that pickup game.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you just like, hey, listen, you hit me up. Don't trip. Oh, y'all finna hoop? Shit, let me take these jeans off real quick. got the N1s on up under here. What's good with it? What's good?
Oh yeah.
I'm not playing, bro. Under your church clothes and everything. I'm the church suit you straight after Easter Sunday. Shit, y'all trying to play pickup? Bet. I'll be right over there.
Like I got you. Yes, sir.
But this shit here was dope, bro. I think it'd be dope. We continue to keep doing this every Tuesday if y'all are down for it. It's pretty dope. I rock with it. What y'all think?
Yeah, I think on this. Yeah, no, it's good, man. Yeah, we're gonna get like more topics and stuff, but I mean, conversation is good. I think,
we'll have more topics on it. You know what I'm saying? This is just the first run. We wanted to see how everything was going. And you know what I'm saying, of course, y'all are just send topics too that y'all may want to talk about as well. But other than that, shit, we Gucci on this one. This was good. Especially when we went for a solid almost 2 hours on this one. So I think it was good.
So what's your thing? You're gonna have you see you're gonna get like another girl like like different people.
The goal is I want a consistent group, right? I want a consistent group of people to come on. Preferably I would love to have, outside of myself, I would love to have 3 men and 3 women. So that, I mean, you know what I'm saying, that'd be 7 people on the panel, right?
I got you.
And I'll just mediate it. And while everybody else, y'all just go in. And I love to do that. So if y'all know anybody, or if there's anybody in the chat who knows anybody who may be interested in being on the panel, tell them to reach out to me on my Instagram, which is the link is in the description right now. Or you can hit up, just hit me on my Instagram, Courtnee Edgar Show, and tell them to DM me if they want to be on the panel. But other than that, y'all my main guys right now. So it was still dope.
Yeah. No, that was definitely dope, man. I finally got my mic to work, so that was good.
Nah, it's good. It's good from where you came from, but you're moving up. You're moving up.
Hey, I'm surprised it wasn't my internet one tripping today. Jesus, like it was. I was expecting for it to go choppy and shit. I think it went out a couple times, but that was about it. Maybe once or twice.
Nah, that's dope, bro. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in with your boy, and then I will see y'all again next Tuesday. All right.
All right.
All right, man. Holla at y'all, man.
Later, man.
Yes, sir.